Yeah, we're now sophomores, as people would say.
Sophomores, right?
Wow, what a turnout.
Yeah, we got fans rolling the stands. I think our girls are ready to play. Last week we got to watch them really improve over those three games against Grace Academy, and I really saw, our girls go from kind of not playing together to that last game, really sticking to it. So excited to watch them play Cedar Park Christian tonight. So yeah.
Yeah, looking at the last volley we had in that last game, game 3, really got something going on the offensive end. Also, the defensive end was looking really great on our end. We were able to get up there and block a lot of the hits. We were saying a lot of the spikes we were preventing a lot of that. But now we're hosting Fellowship Christian tonight. Looks like they got a pretty stacked team as well. They have a lot of lots of subs that they're going to have at their disposal tonight. Excited for another great game here in Francis J. Sheldon Court.
Yeah, as we look on the screen there, you'll see the Fellowship Christian Academy roster. Like you were saying, Dom, a number of girls there, which makes it good for the substitution side. They got lots of options. I don't really know much about their volleyball program, but we'll find out here shortly when we get rolling. You see Coach Orth there in the huddle getting the girls ready, get them fired up. Rayleigh Freiberg there, Savannah. We'll see who's in the starting 6 for us for the Lady Hawks. Looks like we have Lily Jefferson, Rayleigh Lewis, Abby Guerrero, Kaylana Freiberg, Heaven Ayukes, and Savannah Black Tomahawk to round out the roster, the starting lineup for our Lady Hawks.
Wow, and then it looks like over here on their side of things, we got number 23, Evelyn Piatak, number 3, Deanna Duvoitz. I apologize if I mispronounced her name if you're listening from anywhere you're listening to. We also have Haley Gregoriev here on Fellowship Christian. Also number 1, Erica Diemtrick. And number 5, Leoncia Diemtrick. And I believe, I cannot see the number right now, but I believe it is 22. That is Katia Myronets. Again, I apologize if I mispronounced her name.
Yeah, they don't give us a roster with pronunciation.
Yeah, yes.
Not doing us any favors up here in the booth.
When I was a young one, people would always pronounce my name Dominique, and I would just said, just call me Dom, and they would somehow call me Don. They would still find a way to mess it up.
Oh my goodness! And when you're a kid, right? You get your name mixed up. You're like, come on, I got one name. I didn't choose it.
Yeah.
Could you at least just get it right? I always had to correct teachers and various people, and they call me Matthew on the roll, and I'm like, no, it's Matt.
Matt.
And call me Matt. There's 2 people in this world that can call me Matthew. My mom when I'm in trouble, and my grandma.
Yep. That's kind of how I am with Dominic. Unless you're my mom, call me Dom.
Yep. And just a little side note, it was in conversation before we got live here on the air. You were talking about your podcast, and I was asking you what kind of topics you cover there on your podcast, and what kind of updates you provide.
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible, just keeping people updated what's going on.
Nice.
Biggest thing. Looks like we have number 10. Oh, number 16. I believe Abigail, just out of bounds. Sometimes, the first serve's the hardest serve, some people like to say.
Yeah. First one up, all eyes are on you.
Number 11, Haley Grigoriev. Grigoriev. For the sake of this stream, I'll say Haley G.
Haley G, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just to make sure I don't mispronounce, because I know how that be.
Nice serve. Oh, way to keep the ball in play, Heaven.
Oh,
just out of bounds.
Sorry for the stream there. Number 15 here in Tulalip actually is a sophomore here in Tulalip, and she is going to be setting us up with a serve. Lily Jefferson. Just short here on that offensive end here. Looks like Fellowship Christian to take the ball here on the offensive end. Number 5, Leoncia Diemtrich.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get my headset. I got some technical difficulties going on. I had to check out there for a minute. So we got a score of 4-2, Fellowship with an early lead. Looks like Savannah Black Tomahawk up here for the serve. Savannah's a senior. I don't know if she's ever really played volleyball much before, but it's always, like we said last week, 3 years without a program. So this will be her first opportunity, her senior year to play, which is good to see her out here. Volleyball's a tough sport to pick up, and there she is with a point for the Lady Hawks.
Nice to
4-3.
make it 4-3. Looks like we still have the ball. We're still serving here to make an opportunity here. Number 9, Savannah Black Tomahawk to serve here in Tulalip. Looks like the ball just dropped in right before the net. Looks like Fellowship Christian is at the second hit.
Great job by Rayleigh Lewis there to let the ball go out of bounds.
It's always the hardest thing I think about volleyball. It's like we were saying last time, this, trying to figure out where the ball is going to land.
Yep.
Looks like another serve goes up.
And I don't know if we saw Savannah serve much last week, but she's got 3 in a row in play, which is pretty impressive. Oh.
3 in a row in play. Looks like Tulalip on the defensive side of things, served by number 13 Addison F. by Fellowship Christian. Doing a little bit of a running serve motion here. Just out of bounds, or actually...
Just out of bounds, yep.
Yep, just out of bounds. Tulalip to
little
serve.
Jump serve action there. You don't see that very often at the high school level, let alone the 1B high school level. So just missing there. Good height, good elevation on the trajectory, just off a little bit.
Rayleigh to serve. Just off the right hand. Looks like it went to the little bit left of her right hand. And sometimes when that happens in volleyball, it could go anywhere. I think that's a pretty unique thing about volleyball. Fans are really getting hyped over here for Fellowship Christian as number 1, Erica Diemtrich to serve. Just missed by Savannah there. On the defensive side, number 9, Fellowship Christian to serve once again. And I believe the score is now 7-5.
Yeah, but a much closer matchup here between our Lady Hawks and the Fellowship Christian girls. You want to come out and see a competitive, close game. Makes it more fun to watch. Rayleigh Lewis just shy there on the pass over the net.
Just short there.
But like we were talking about last week with Rayleigh, she's really shown leadership skills, keeping her teammates engaged and excited, and positive energy from her, which is...
Oh, just short by number 15 of Tulalip, Lily. The thing is about those pass set hit is something we also came into learning this past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was a couple of our girls were leaving. I was like, "Oh, you ready for a bump set spike?" And my principal, Mr. Plummer, looks over and says, "That's a little outdated. They're on the pass set hit mentality." I was like, "Okay, I'll take that one to the broadcast booth tonight."
Looks like fans are starting to pile in here as number 3 sets the serve, Kayona Freiberg. Is it Kylona?
Kylona.
Oh.
Maybe Kaylana.
Kaylana. Apologize there. Ball just bounced off Savannah Black Tomahawk there.
Fellowship trying to make a run here. Up by 4.
Still close game. Substitution made by Fellowship Christian. Number 3 substitutes in. Deanna is to serve. Deanna Dubovitz. Again, Deanna D for short.
I'm just going to let you handle all the Fellowship Christian names. I'm not even going to give it an effort. You're doing a great job, Dom.
Try it. Looks like
Abby
that's perfect.
Get the ball over.
Fellowship Christian just right over number 16 of Tulalip. Oh, just right over Abby. One of those things is when you can spike it over in any type of way, it makes it confusing on the defensive end. That's the beautiful part about volleyball to me.
Good pass there by Savannah, and looks like I go, you go, I go, and nobody gets it.
A little bit of miscommunication, just like in any sport, especially in volleyball. When the ball's coming and you say, hey, you got it or I got it, something you got to really make sure you're crossing your P's and Q's, some people would say.
Yep. You gotta. Communication is absolutely essential and key in this game, with all the movement going on, the ball up in the air, and really, I mean, if you're doing it right, you're not watching where your teammates are going. You're looking at the ball, and so that's where that vocal communication comes into play. Because if you're looking at your teammates, then you're not going to be very successful with looking at the ball and making a play on it.
Exactly. So right here we actually have our roster for all the people who are watching from home. We have our roster: Kaylona Freiberg, Tegan Anderson, Rayleigh Lewis, Alexandria Ray, Ike Sedano, Savannah Black Tomahawk, Kaylina Falstad, Tyrena McLean, Heaven Ayukes, Lily Jefferson, and Abby Guerrero. And also on the Fellowship Christian Academy, we have
Good luck. There you go. It's all you, Dom.
we have Erica Diemtrick, Deanna Dovets. That was a little bit fast for me there. That was like level 10. I'm at level 2. Number 3 here to serve, Deanna Dubovets. I believe she's actually served a couple times here for Fellowship Christian. You know, in my high school career in the 1B, I don't think I had to play Fellowship Christian, so to see a new team in here is really cool. Oh, just off the arms of Savannah there.
Yeah, I don't know how long this school's been around, and maybe it's one of those things they just recently started their athletic programs. I know they have obviously volleyball and basketball last year. I saw them, and I don't know if they have a football team or not.
Yeah. Good pass, good set. Almost a good hit there. Almost a good hit. Looks like another point there for Fellowship Christian. Again, thank you guys for joining Tulalip TV here. Remember, you guys can always listen on tulalip.tv. Make sure to check that out if you are not in the Tulalip area, or come check it out here at Francy Sheldon in Tulalip. Looks like a good pass there by Savannah.
Pass by Rayleigh up to the front. Abby up and over.
Great offensive scheme there. Just short by number 11, Haley G for Fellowship Christian. Just short getting it over the net. Great volley back here from Tulalip there. Number 16, Abby actually gets it right over the net to score for Tulalip. Makes it 7
Heaven
points.
Ayukes with an underhand serve right there. And the hit just into the net.
That was one of those spikes you're glad it hits the net.
Yeah, that was coming at you. That was coming at you.
Oh. That one was short by actually number 12, Heaven Ayukes. Just short. That net is a lot higher than it looks.
Katia Moronitz in for Fellowship Christian.
Looks like number 22, Katia, to serve it. Oh, just off the
Rayleigh was
fingertips.
going to pass that and decided to go for more of a set, and it's one of those things. It happens.
They actually taught us in PE always to roll the volleyball back to the other side, never to throw it. I never understood that, maybe to prevent injury. Looks like that one is out of bounds.
Well, when I was in high school PE playing volleyball, we had a bunch of baseball players my senior year that decided that they were going to take PE instead of weights, and oh my goodness, that was the most competitive, what do they call it, rec sport class we ever played in, and our volleyball games got intense. Of course, you're 17, 18 years old, and you're trying to hit it as hard as you can, and
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
but it was fun. Good memories.
Almost hit there by actually number 3, Kaylona Freiberg. Kaylona. Again, sorry to the families listening. I am just also learning how to pronounce these names. Oh!
Good
just
position
short.
there. She's in the right position, just barely mishit it. You know, and in volleyball, it's like kind of like baseball, right? You game of inches, right? Just 1 inch, half inch off, and the ball goes foul instead of fair. You just saw it right there on returning these serves. Just a little off and just cricket.
Another serve by actually number 11, Haley G from Fellowship Christian. I believe she is doing the running start approach here with the serves.
Running start with a jump serve. Ooh, man, we heard that one from up here.
That was a loud boom.
Yeah. That one popped good. Heaven kind of smiling a little bit and shaking that off, but caught her by surprise a little bit.
sometimes it takes a game to get involved, and sometimes maybe it takes a couple points. Fellowship Christian actually right now has 20 on the board. Tulalip 9. Actually, we got the Tulalip football team, some players in the house tonight, as long as some alumni. We actually also have some fans in here bringing their little ones. Lots of people in the house tonight here watching Tulalip and Fellowship Christian as the coaches bring their teams in to focus on the rest of this game one game plan here. You wonder, what is Tulalip dialing up here, the defensive side of things, for the rest of this game?
Yeah, just a little refocus here from Coach Orth. You know, rally scoring, this back and forth rally scoring. 11 points seems like a lot, but it could change in a hurry real quick. Get a couple serves in, couple nice defensive plays. It could be 18 to 20 before we know it.
Yes. Momentum is a huge thing in volleyball. That's for sure. Just like in anything. Number 11, Haley G, to start the serve. Oh!
I will see that looks like Fellowship's turning up the heat a little bit on their serves.
You know, they actually came in today and they're serving pretty, you know, in audience, as some people would say. Let that one go, Tulalip says, as Tulalip sets up here to serve. That serve just a little far past the line here. The referee makes that easy call here.
Number 15, Lily Jefferson for the Lady Hawks, gets it in. I notice a lot of our girls seem to be more comfortable with that underhand serve, and we talked about this a lot last week. You know, getting the serve over and in play is a really important part of this game. So I'd rather see them go with what they're comfortable with and put the ball in play.
Number 24, Masha Myra Nets, to substitute in here on the front left. Number 5, Leontia.
That is technically a miss hit on that serve when you hear that slap like that, but it ended up working out there for Masha.
To drop it right in the middle is a very hard thing to do sometimes. Oh, almost, ref almost taken out by a volleyball here. Oh, my goodness.
That was a close one.
Instant replay here. Look, the ref just short of getting hit there. Was really involved in watching this Phantom Black Tomahawk to serve. Just gets it over, pass.
Oh. Rayleigh almost took a fist to the face from Lily there. She swung at it. But all smiles for the girls, all smiles.
Yes.
Laughing, having a good time, making memories, getting better with their teammates.
Number 13, Addison F, to serve today.
I think I could pronounce that one. Addison Forsyth. Yeah, I could pronounce that one. You can have the rest. I'll commentate when Addison makes a play, and then you can take the rest of them.
A big catch by a fan here in the stands. I believe one of the fans is to be a Tulalip Heritage Hawk. Good hands, good alertness.
Yeah, it's the football player corner up there. I heard him talking about going to the game after school day, and Coach said they can get here from 5 to 5:45 to support our girls before they go to practice at 6. So it's good to see our boys step up and show up to support our Lady Hawks.
Looks like another substitute or coaching adjustment here, possibly made by either both teams here. Tulalip to huddle up and be coached up by Jamie Orth, head coach.
And I don't know how many timeouts you get per game in volleyball. If you get 2 per, well, it has to be at least 2 because we've had 3 timeouts this game. So, excuse me, that's the end of the game.
Oh,
it was 25.
Not a timeout. I apologize.
Not a timeout. Yep. I just looked at the scoreboard up there.
Fans here with their little ones, socializing, you know, observing, possibly doing some homework, catching up on whatever they got to catch up on. Maybe it be some Facebook. Maybe they're checking out Tulalip News on their phones. Remember, you guys can always do that on your internet app. Check out Facebook Tulalip News. Coaches, fans, families here today. Whole bunch of great stuff. We have people here just enjoying the time. We have coaches taking great safety precautionary, looks like, mask here. That is
it's interesting.
Very, yeah. Good for them here today. good to see that everybody's in good spirits here today.
Well, yeah, and Tulalip TV has an app. You know, I didn't realize that until this fall when I got back to school and was talking with Cody, our director, producer.
I believe so.
He's
yes.
the guy in charge that tells us where to go and what to do and when to be there. And he was like, "Oh yeah, we got an app now, so you're completely mobile. Don't have to log into the website and just use the mobile app there." If you weren't aware of that, if you're listening from home.
Tulalip stepping it up here, providing apps, providing live streams for you to be able to watch your cousins, your friends, your family, all types of things. Maybe you're watching a distant friend. It doesn't even have to be a folks. This is our roster here, coached by Jamie Orth in girls volleyball like we did past time. So find your friend, take a Snapchat, take a picture. Let us know if your friend is on the list here for Tulalip Heritage Hawks. Girls volleyball 2023.
Yeah, there's not many high school programs that have a live broadcast. Like, I don't know if our students and athletes realized how special this is to be live for your community, your fans. You know, I know these are all home games that we broadcast, but even last year when the boys went into a playoff game, we got to broadcast the playoff game. So those that couldn't make that trip up to Mount Vernon were able to watch it from home. And then on the flip side, you know, game film's so important. I mean, I don't know as much with volleyball how much you would watch game film, but I would imagine it's similar to other sports, you know, basketball and football. And must have been last week after the boys' game, and emailed Cody and asked him for the game film link, and pretty soon all the boys were watching game film instead of doing their schoolwork in class. So I had to jump in and say, okay, game film is for after you finish your work. That's game film.
Yes.
But a tremendous tool, and they actually came out with a victory this weekend down at Charles Wright Academy. I think the score was 32-7.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was fun energy today at school with the big victory for the boys football team.
Yes.
I'll just attribute it to the fact that they got the game film and they watched and learned what they needed to improve on. But no, I was an athletic director for a couple years in Royal City, Washington, which is in eastern Washington. And
nice.
at the time I was there, we were, not credit to me at all, the program was well established, but we were the winningest high school football program in the entire nation.
Holy.
And the one thing two things I gleaned from that. Number one, your boys got to be in the weight room. Weight room is where wins and losses are made in the off season. And then number two, game film. It was we had 75 or 80 kids on our team, and for a 1A level school was that's a lot of kids to be out there. And every kid, every break, every lunchtime, during football season, they had their phones out and they had a huddle account and they were watching game film. And yeah, so those two things I think are really huge in creating success on the football field, from what I gathered and learned.
Oh yeah. Especially here in volleyball. I'm sure as much practice as these girls have. Oh, number 11, just short of the volleyball there. Tiriana McLean.
Good effort by Tiriana there. Not afraid to use her knee pads there. That's what they're there for.
Yes.
Protect your knees, but get on the ground there and make your best effort.
Looks like Haley G to serve again. She's got like a curve to that. I don't know. They call it a splitter in baseball when it kind of slowly drops down. Looks like it comes up top on the top spin, slows down a little bit towards the end, right into the middle there.
Yeah, that forward rotation is ideal for a serve because it gets over the net and then kind of, like you said, like a split finger, just kind of the bottom drops out of it.
Just short by number 4 there. It's Tulalip by Tegan Anderson Shotbell. Well,
Haley Grigoriev is on a roll here. 3 aces in a row. Let's see if our girls can return one, pass it up front, and put a stop to Haley's run.
The thing is, if you get in a good rhythm with serving, it's hard to lose that rhythm sometimes. So we get a good stop here for Tulalip. Hopefully stop the momentum here at Fellowship Christian, as they have 4 points to none.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shooter. You know, a shooter gets on a run and you know, all of a sudden they can't miss. And serving's a lot the same, right? You know, get on a good run of serves, and Haley's put 5 in a row together right now. So
looks like fans getting involved, helping roll the ball back, handing it to the Lady Hawks here to roll it back under the net. Remember, rolling the ball under the net. They're not throwing.
We're not throwing the ball. Well, yeah, in PE volleyball, you don't have that rule. You're going to have volleyballs going all around the gym.
Oh.
Right off of Heaven's arm, and looks like Tegan's head.
I think it even got a piece of our camera guy. Hopefully he's all right over there. Looks like number 11 here to serve, Haley G, for her 7th serve of the 2nd game here in Tulalip. Set back early. She sets it for number 5 to go over and hit it. Oh!
Good effort by Savannah there to get a hand up.
Looks like Savannah was coming over to help number 6, Ray Lee, on the defensive side here. As you can see her go over to the right side. It looks like number 5 just barely got it to the right side there.
Oh, monster serve
Another
there.
hard serve by Fellowship Christian.
Yeah, Gregoria really finding her groove here. 8 straight points in a row, and that's going to be a Lady Hawks timeout, it appears.
Good timeout by head coach Jamie Orth here to bring the girls in, maybe fix a defensive position, maybe get something rolling.
Yeah, defensive positioning and just really focusing, returning a volleyball serve, especially the ones that are coming like Haley serving here. It really takes a lot of focus and attention, and you got to have your eye on the ball, look it all the way into contact, and get your feet in the right position too, which can be a challenge when the ball's coming at you that hard.
Some board of directors in the house tonight. Hazen in the building. Also a lot of other people here in the building. I don't say, next time I'll just say some child members in the building. Anyways, Fellowship Christian here also in a huddle. Both teams, when they go into huddles, are in huddles. Here talking about what's going on here in the rest of game 2. Tulalip TV, remember, tune in.
Well, the nice thing too, I'm pretty sure all these games get archived too, so they're readily available to stream at any time after the broadcast.
Oh yeah.
So if you miss the game tonight, you can check on the website tomorrow, and it should be up.
Good tip over by Ray Lee. Oh, good pass, good set.
Nice job.
Oh, just short by number 1, Erica D.
Well, whatever Coach Orth said to our girls seemed to work right there.
Yeah, it sure
did. Good pass
did.
to the front. Rayleigh tips it over to keep the ball in play. Really good teammate.
Good defensive setup here by Tulalip here. Ray Lee to serve. Oh.
Good effort by Savannah there on the deflection.
Sometimes my mind goes into that when I play volleyball. I instinctively try to grab it. I don't know what it is. Maybe when I play basketball, you gotta grab the rebound. I think I make that mistake sometimes too. Number 5 from Fellowship Christian here to serve.
Just out of bounds there.
Just out of bounds. Looks like Tulalip here to catch some fire here coming into game 2, or I should say set number 2. I believe that's how they
refer to it.
Yeah, how they
Set
refer.
2.
Looks like Ray to serve.
Ray Sedano with her first serve of the evening results in a Tulalip Lady Hawks point. So we're
successful serve.
Yeah, 9-3, and we got a pretty young team. Looking at the ages here, 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and a couple seniors there. So a lot of optimism and hope for the future of this Lady Hawks volleyball program.
Just a little confusion there on Tulalip's part of what was out of bounds. There is a lot of lines on the court. If you're tuning in here, make sure look at this court. Some people may be confused on what lines there are.
Yeah, there's looks like a pickleball line, looks like a volleyball lines, basketball lines, and then basketball lines from the other court. So
just short there on Tulalip's part. But it's okay, there's still plenty of points here left in this set. Looks like the ball was actually kicked this time.
If you're wearing a blue shirt, you can kick it across the set. Only for the blue shirts, the officials.
Number 13 to serve for Fellowship Christian.
Good pass by Rayleigh to keep it in play.
Good set, one more hit to make it over the net.
Heaven over the net. Good job there, ladies.
Ooh, good pass. Oh, just short. Tegan Anderson almost got that second pass off there. It looks like she was intending the pass to go to Savannah.
Good effort by Ray there.
Very great effort. Next serve is actually on the board. Just short by number 7, Ray. I believe the team has the momentum in them. Just got to get one. Got to see it go through. Got to get 1 point, and then you see it. Number 13, the serve here for Fellowship Christian.
Good pass by Rayleigh.
Oh!
Heaven tries to tip it over and just short of getting over the net there.
Looks like she signified that she hit it twice on accident.
Yeah, the only time you can touch it twice is if you're blocking and deflect it, then you can hit it again. I think technically the block is the defensive side of the ball, and then, but on offense you can only obviously
that makes sense.
three touches per side. All these little details in the game that you pick up if you watch it.
Looks like number 13 here to serve once again, Addison Forsyth, making the score 15-3 or 15-4. That point was actually out of bounds. I apologize. Number 4 substitutes out for number 15 of Tulalip Heritage Hawks, Lily Jefferson, subbing in to serve. Looks like there's some confusion at the score table here. Waiting on the word for the officials here. Looks like Coach Jamie Tuller. I think there was a
confusion on the substitution,
yeah.
Possibly. Oh, I think it was. It appears it was the wrong person serving. I heard number 9 from the scorers table, so it must have been Savannah's turn to serve, and Lily stepped right in to serve that.
Okay. Number 1 set to serve here, Erica Diemtrich.
Yeah, as the official tries to get them in the correct order. When you submit your lineup, you have a serve order 1 through 6.
You know, when I'm watching on TV, this angle that we currently have on the TV, I'd always wonder where those cameras look like, and now I'm finally get to see what they look like.
Oh yeah, you get to see live action there.
Yes. Tulalip to get it over the net. Fellowship Christian trying to use all 3 hits here.
Oh, a left-handed hit.
That was a whirl. Lefty lemon, some people would say.
Looked a little bit awkward, but it ended up working for Fellowship.
Looks like number 1 again, Erica, to serve it once again for Fellowship Christian. Again with the drop serve.
We have a timeout for our Lady Hawks to give Coach Orth a chance to give a little pep talk and maybe correct some things she's seen from the sideline. So
sometimes, you know, when you're watching, you're like, oh, I could make this play probably if I was trying. That volleyball's coming in fast.
Oh, it's it's a whole different world when you step in on the court.
Yes.
There. It may look easy from the sideline, but it's definitely
all.
a whole new world. You get somebody serving across from you that can really bring it and get that downward action on the ball. It's challenging.
So actually, our Lady Hawks are this is their 3rd game of the season. Remember, also next Monday, we'll have another game here at Tulalip Heritage High School. Monday, September 25th at 5 o'clock. Similar time, I believe, next week. We're actually coming off a loss to Grace Academy and also a loss to Cedar Park Christian. Hopefully, some come back in this game late against Fellowship Christian.
Yeah, next Monday we'll be back here announcing once again. This will be live on the live stream from Tulalip TV and Tulalip News.
We'll be juniors.
Yeah. We might be professional by the time the season's done. I mean, at the rate we're going.
Yes. Looks like Tulalip here to set up. Actually, looks like there's a little confusion on the scoreboard there. Believe it is actually 19-4.
Just falls right in front of Savannah there. Got a score of 20-4. Fellowship has the lead.
Looks like Rayleigh going to Savannah there to give her some effort there and some lifting her up. That's always something you can see in leaders here on the Tulalip side of the ball. Got some great teammates, great leaders, always showing up regardless and having a great time. Looks like Fellowship Christian used all 3 hits just out of bounds. Actually, a little bit more than close.
A little bit long there on that one.
Looks like number 12, Heaven Ayukes to serve. Got it over the net. Fellowship Christian used 3. 1,
Almost
2.
a carry there.
Just almost. Point for Tulalip there. Looks like we're rotating here. Actually, let us see what's happening. Oh, yeah, I apologize. That was a point for Fellowship Christian. The ball was out of bounds according to the officials. Looks like number 3 here to serve for Fellowship Christian.
Just wide.
Did that make it in? See it here on the replay.
Just a hair outside there.
So
The official.
Tulalip here to serve. Dang, that replay is handy.
Oh, just out of the reach of Savannah there.
Like we were saying, that depth perception of the volleyball is something that makes this game just a very difficult game to master.
Yeah, our behind-the-scenes crew out there in the broadcast trailer does a really good job of getting us replay action when necessary. So, shout out to those guys.
Yes.
All the behind-the-scenes and the setup. I think that trailer shows up about 4 hours before we actually start a contest. So, there's a mile's worth of cables to run and cameras to set up,
Yes.
and then the production back there. I'm sure you've had a chance to go back there. I think there's 17 different TV monitors and computers and a bunch of buttons and switches. I don't know what those things do, but they all know what they do and do a good job for us.
Sometimes we have like 2 knobs, and I get overwhelmed sometimes with the knobs we have.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we got a score of 23-8 for Fellowship right now. 2 points away from set number 2 being done.
In volleyball, you can get a redo if it falls short.
Tiriana coming out with a big serve. And the official, little confusion
Point
there.
for
The
Tulalip.
flag went up and then went back down. As you see, the official points down with the flag. That means the ball's in. They point up. Means the ball's out.
I think one of the best serves we've seen all night.
Yeah, I think that was. Tiriana, like I was saying last week, is quite an athlete. You know, her sister, I think her sister's just waiting on one practice to become eligible. I had a chat with her after the game last week and asked her why she wasn't out there. And she said, "Oh, I don't know." And I said, "You're a good athlete. You should be playing for this Lady Hawk team." So I saw her in the gym earlier and had a brief talk with Coach Orr. It sounds like just 1 or 2 practices left for her to become eligible to play. So that'll be good to see Adrielle out here.
Getting your practices are very important.
Yes, getting your practices in is very important.
Looks like we have a 3-point momentum here, shifting our way here. It's number 11 here for Tulalip, Tiriana to serve.
Oh, another close one there. We'll see what the replay camera shows, if they got that angle or not.
I think it was just out of bounds here.
Just out of bounds. Yep, there we go. Just out of bounds there, right at the 3-point line of the basketball court. But
Tiriana to serve once again. On a roll here.
she is.
5 in a row here for Tulalip. 13-23. Only 10 down in set number 2 here at Francy Sheldon Court. in Tulalip.
Tiriana really establishing herself as a dominant threat there from the service line. Did not like that toss up.
Serve number 2 here.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, ah, just short by Tulalip.
Yeah, that was a good run for Tiriana behind the service line. That's 5 or 6 points for our Lady Hawks with her.
Number 11, Fellowship Christian 2 serve, Haley G. I believe Haley is one of their more common servers for Fellowship Christian.
Yeah.
I think I've seen her up there quite a bit.
Yep.
So
And that'll bring the end to game 2, set 2, by a final score of 25-13 Fellowship. We have a 3-minute break here.
do you get to choose your servers in volleyball?
No, you have to go in the service order. So
Okay.
when you submit your lineup for the game or the set, you establish a service order, and then when you sub in, the person that you sub in for, you take their service order spot. And there's got to be some strategy there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a volleyball coach, but I don't know what the strategy would be. I know what I would do if I was setting my lineup. I'd put my best server first,
Yes.
because they would have the most opportunities to serve throughout the game, depending on how many points were scored.
Lots of learning opportunities for the players, the coaches, a lot of people in the stands, and also us here commentating here
Yes.
in Tulalip. Lots of great things seeing here on the monitor, and also in person.
A little bit cooler this evening, better than last week. We were roasting in here last week.
You know, I was gonna say something in the first game, but I didn't want to jinx it as everyone walked in.
After 2 games, we can say that, right? After 2
Yeah.
games, we can comment on the temperature of the gym. And a funny story about Hazen. Last year we had a before school barbecue thing, and he came in we had dinner and, typical traditional meal gathering, talking about big picture learning and what we were doing. And he couldn't believe there wasn't air conditioning in this gym. And I'm like, man, this is a school district. This is not the tribe property.
Yeah.
We're running on thin funds here. I'm like, you could kick us some money. We'll get an AC put in here, Hazen.
Oh yeah. We'll find someone. I'll get out there and start selling some Krispy Kremes if I gotta get some HVAC in here.
There you go. There you go.
Tulalip here, almost ready, getting the team ready for set number 3 here. Remember, in volleyball, it is the first 2, 3, or best of 5.
Best of 5. So
Yes.
first to get 3 wins. As we see a future Lady Hawk there on the video screen.
Coach Jamie drawing up some rotations. Also, players from Tulalip in the house here in the stands.
Yeah, our football crew there.
Yes.
They better be thinking about getting to practice. I think practice starts at 6. And they don't look ready to go to practice.
Yeah, no, they don't. Looking like they're enjoying every second of this game. Maybe that's just something they're doing. They're hanging out, having a good time, and I think they look like they're pretty relaxed. They know they're going to make it on time.
Well, looking down there, I know, let's see, Apollo is Rayleigh's brother, and then Hazen Shotwell is Tegan's brother. And Takala, Black Tomahawk, is Savannah's brother, and AJ at the end there is Lily's brother. So little family support. Come out and support your sisters and what they do, because I'm fairly certain the sisters have spent years supporting the brothers.
Yes.
I have 3 kids of my own, and we support each other in what we do, and no complaints. Well, we ask that they don't complain, but that doesn't always happen.
Looks like actually might have jinxed it, because it looks like now the boys are they were leaving.
Exiting stage left, stage forward for us, and gonna get out to practice. And should be a fairly easy practice for them today, being a Monday. Get loosened up and recovered from the beating to your body on Saturday.
Yes, looks like Abby to serve. Starting off with a great serve for Tulalip. Just out of bounds. Good play by not hitting the ball as it was going out of bounds there. Number 16, Abby from Tulalip, just made the great IQ play, just missed the volleyball. Looks like she jumped up and barely missed it. But you know what? That's a point for Tulalip. Tulalip 1, Fellowship Christian 0. Oh, just looking like another out of bounds play for number 11 to serve for Fellowship Christian. Haley G to serve once again. I believe she had the game-winning serve in set number 2. Oh, volleyball almost up in the stands.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. Heads up in the stands, right? Heads up. Flying objects. Like a foul ball in baseball. Heads up.
Yes. And a volleyball is much bigger than a baseball.
But I almost think I'd rather take a volleyball to the face than a foul ball to the face.
Oh, 100%. Those balls are going like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes more faster.
Well, now with the technology, the exit speeds and launch angles and all that stuff. I was watching the home run derby, exit speeds of like 108 miles an hour off of the bat.
Fellowship Christian with an ace there. Set number 3, as Fellowship Christian leads 4-1 here in Tulalip. Haley G to once receive the ball again, to serve it. You look at the situation, maybe Tulalip is dialing up a defensive scheme for Haley's serves.
And she has just been a dominant force for Fellowship on the service line. I don't know if I'd want to step out there and receive a serve from her right now.
I am glad I'm up here talking with you.
Yeah, me too.
Tulalip so far with Fellowship Christian and Grace has dealt with their fair share of good servers coming in here.
Yes. That is key, having a couple girls that can get it over the net. Nice, hard, solid serves within the core of play. Goes a long ways.
Great replay here by the replay team showing that net camera. Just served by number 15, and that was a kickball into the stands. Gotta be attention here.
Can you play soccer on the volleyball court?
I think you get maybe more points.
I don't know. That was a full-out boot.
Tulalip still in this game, 3-5. Fellowship Christian using 2 hits so far, maybe one more to get over the net. Oh, just almost short. You almost think maybe that could have went out of bounds, but maybe it couldn't have. And that's what that diving effort is always praised in my book.
And I don't know if you noticed that, but on that particular play, Fellowship was setting up on both sides to hit, and the setter then gets to choose either a back set or set to the front. And that makes it awfully challenging to defend if you don't know who's going to make the hit. So some of those minor details of the game is as we progress in our volleyball program here that we'd like to see our girls progress to. Set forward, set back, big hitters on both sides.
Fellowship Christian here to serve. Oh.
On a volleyball note, on the from our alma mater on the college level, I think I saw that WSU volleyball came up with a big win this weekend, and they're ranked number 11 in the country or something.
Wow,
So yeah,
number 11 now.
yeah,
that's very impressive. Also, just, their program is looking good. True on all their sports. Just a shame that Pac-12 will be sadly dissolving after this year.
Have a timeout here on play. Yeah, the Pac-12 dissolving is kind of a saddening, frustrating thing, especially look at the football rankings. You got Washington leading the pack there. As much as I don't like to see that, I'm happy that Washington team's up in the top 25, and I think 8 out of the 12 schools are in the top 25, which is makes you wonder what certain schools are thinking to leave that conference.
Someone bring them into a conference. Here in Tulalip, we have families, friends, relatives here supporting their family members, their friends. Reversed order. We got a packed house almost here in Tulalip. People here excited to watch their Hawks and their Fellowship Christian girls. Is it Fellow Christian? What is their mascot? It looks like a bird of some sort.
Eagles, maybe?
Yeah.
The Eagles?
Might be the Eagles. So we got a bird volleyball game going on. Hawks, Eagles.
Well, and I stand corrected on the rankings for WSU volleyball. They're actually number 7.
Number 7.
They
Wow.
were 11 last week and number 7 this week. So
Dang. Number 5, just short.
Trying to keep some volleyball current events in here. We can't just talk about football. And,
yes.
make it relevant to the sport we're watching. So yeah, and it'd be cool if some of our girls would have the chance to even go down to Washington and watch Division I college volleyball. It's a electrifying environment. Exciting, electrifying.
Looks like Fellowship Christian manages to get over the net.
Good
Great
communication. Yep.
Oh, just tipped it.
Early tips it over.
Oh,
shoot. That was an exciting volley there.
Yes.
Good effort by our girls. Looks like they've settled down a little bit, playing together. As you see Ray Lee run around giving everybody a high five.
Look, just
Good
tipped
tip
over
there.
here. Looks like she was ready on the defensive side. Great effort there by
Abigail Guerrero.
yes.
Abby.
Looks like number
One of
13.
One of our
7.
senior leaders.
Number 13 to sub in Addison Forsyth here for Fellowship Christian. Number 22, Katia Myronetz to sub out as a referee here. Make sure it's in order. The substitution is in. Number 13 is now set to serve for Fellowship Christian. The score is 10-4 here on Tulalip TV, set number 3. Looks like the ball.
Good job by Rayleigh there to just make a pass back over the net and get reset on the defensive side.
Oh,
Just off of Tiriana.
just running back there, almost got for number 15 here, Lily. Almost got the ball there. Number 13 again to serve for Fellowship Christian. Score 11-4. Running serve here. A little bit of a confusion. Ace there for number 13. Quite the turnout tonight for both audiences on both sides of the court today. Serve is up. Oh,
Just off Abby there.
you never know if those volleyballs are going to creep back in inbounds. Good effort.
So we'll have Kaylana Freiberg subbing in for Abby there. Yeah, another full stands tonight. Good to see our community come out and support our girls.
Looks like now Tulalip to serve Ray Lee to hopefully get some points going here for Tulalip. 5-13.
Abby's back in the game now. It's an interesting substitution. Quick sub out, quick sub back in.
Quick breather.
Ooh,
Just
really
over the
just
net.
over the net with the underhand serve on kind of a line drive, but hey, it doesn't matter as long as it gets over the net.
Oh, looks like the volleyball just in play there. That ball was actually hit by number 1, Erica Diemstrick. Here on the replay cam. Looks like the ball was just hit over in that great one. The ball went back pretty far back, and looks like it was almost out of sight. Looks like a good point for Tulalip. Just short, though. Great support by her teammates. Number 1, Erica to serve. One more hit. Oh. It's hard to know where everybody's at in this sport because you're too busy looking up at the volleyball. all the time.
Yep. We were talking about that earlier. How communication's key for our girls to know where everybody's at and kind of play your spots in your areas. And rotations are so important in this game. And not only knowing where you're going, but knowing where everybody else is going too, so you know where to pass the ball. Got a score 16-5. Fellowship Christian in the lead in this third set.
Erica Diemstrick to serve. Looks like she just dropped it right in the middle front.
Good effort there by Tiriana.
Great.
We had a
Yes, great effort.
Timeout for our Lady Hawks.
looking for that momentum that we had in set number 3. We had those serves going. We definitely felt like we had something going, and we could definitely catch fire at any moment.
We could use a little bit of that back, a little of that momentum to come back our way as we almost finish out this third game.
Another key timeout here, hopefully to just pump up the team with the remaining 30 seconds left in the timeout.
Spark a little bit of fire underneath our Lady Hawks and get them back here. Hopefully we can see a turnaround like it was in the third game last week against Grace. They found their spark and were able to make it a very competitive third game, even though we lost the entire match 3-0.
You know, it's getting kind of heated in here when all the fans are using their fans. Little ones here in the games as well, staying warm.
You hear the extended buzzer in the background. Remember last week they couldn't figure out how to get that thing to shut off.
Yeah, that was obnoxious. Number 1, Erica, to serve for Fellowship today. Oh, just dropped in, coming from the bottom. But as soon as it passes the net, just kind of just gradually goes down, like we were saying. You gotta really be able to dive in those situations. Nothing Tulalip can't handle here today. Looks like the ball is up, needs 2 more to get over the net. Oh, just didn't make it over. Thing about that is it's just a matter of just a little bit more pressure from your wrists could make such a big difference.
Yep. A little more solid contact, more directional in your pass.
Looks like that was a little reach over the net there, but another point for Fellowship Christian.
Yeah,
Great.
let's see if the replay shows the Fellowship hand over the net.
Looks like that's what we got this net cam for.
Nope, she was good.
Apologize there, number 24. Great play by Masha Myronetz.
It's like the end zone cam in the NFL. There's no doubt her hand was on the right side of the net and completely was within the rules of the game.
Net cam brought to you by Tulalip TV.
Oh, there you go. We can put a sponsorship on the net cam to raise money so we can get air conditioning in the gym.
Yes.
So bid goes out to the highest bidder and to have your name on the net cam.
It is.
I don't know what Cody and Robert think about our brainstorming ideas back there in the trailer.
I hope they're enjoying it as number 3 here sets Deanna Dubovets here to serve. Oh, just short by number 7.
Total random side note, so we're almost 22-6 here. We have at school this week, we have our first Leaving to Learn opportunity, which is Big Picture Learning is big on leaving to learn, what we commonly call a field trip, but we have field trips with a purpose. And we're actually going to take our entire school to the Hebulb Cultural Center. So started off right, so we honor the past and get to know our history, and then our Tulalip tribal members are doing a kind of a family tree genealogy project and take advantage of the resources there at Hebulb and type in your tribal ID and kind of see where your roots are from. And so excited for that coming up this week. We're going to walk, so it's going to be a little exercise involved, a little PE in the morning, and then a little PE in the afternoon, and take our kids over there. So excited for that coming up this coming week on Thursday.
Fellowship Christian here.
Oh, good effort by Ray. Oh.
Looks like the volleyball went right, almost at the camera
right
guy.
at the camera guy. So this will bring us to set point, game point for this third game, as we see Rayleigh and Tiriana both making a great effort there. Definitely not lacking in the effort and the energy and positive nature on our team, which is always good to see. Great
observation there. The effort is been unmatched today.
Being a coach most of my life, and most of my adult life, I've coached or been around athletics, and I always tell our athletes there's only 2 things you can control, and that's your attitude and your effort. The other things are kind of out of your control. So if you can come with those 2 things, then good things generally happen. So as we see a collision at that last game or that last play there, Rayleigh and Looks like Ray ran into each other, so hopefully Ray's okay. Maybe shooken up just a little bit, and she's going to walk it off as we look to finalize this game. Like you said, best of 5. So the first 3 games win it. First one to win 3 wins the match, and have a cheer in the middle of the court, and then shake of hands there. So we will be back here next Monday, correct, Dom?
Yes, we will be back here next Monday, and we'll actually be facing. I actually can figure this out right here, so I can make sure you guys. Shoreline Christian High School as Monday, September 25th at 5 o'clock p.m. Remember to check us out here on Tulalip TV. The same way, same place you guys listened to us last time. Listen to us again. Yeah, the Lady Hawks played great today. Hear a lot of good replays here. Lots of great things to pull from this game, although there was a loss. Some great effort that was definitely shown tonight.
Yep, definitely. Nice effort by our girls, and just this year looking for constant improvement as we close it out. And I want to wish you guys all a good evening. Dom, second time in the booth together. I think we got a little bit of some stuff working here and learning the game, and so it's always a pleasure to work with you. And we will see you guys all next Monday night at 5 p.m. right here at Francy Sheldon Court.
Signing off. Wait.